Questionable will be Kenny Clark, Rudy Ford, Josh Myers, Yosh, John Runyon. Doubtful will be Jair and Quay.
What's going on with Jair? I know, did he land on it wrong?
He did not practice today.
Matt, is it frustrating to have finally not only gotten back, but he played so well on Sunday? We usually ask you if you're concerned. I'm curious if you're a little frustrated that now you're probably going to have to go without him again.
Yeah, I mean, he's a hell of a player. He's one of the best in the business, and anytime you don't have him, it doesn't necessarily help your team. So, but we got confidence in the other guys. The other guys have been working hard, and it's an opportunity for somebody else to step up, and that's what we expect.
Corey's played a decent amount early in the season. How did you think he did in those games? And can, without having played in a month or so, can you realistically pick up where he left off?
Yeah, he's done a great job. What I love about him is no matter what the situation, he's going to go out there and compete to the best of his ability, and that's all you really can ask of anybody. But I think when he's had opportunities, there were a couple plays in that New Orleans game that stand out in my mind where he made plays on the ball, and whether it's a PBU or whatnot, and does a great job every day in practice, and so that gives us a lot of confidence in him.
One more question on Jair. He's been plagued by things for a while now. Just how much has he had to grit through that? How much does that reduce what he can do when he is out on the field? And what have you seen him kind of go through?
Yeah, I think anytime you're going through, it's the nature of our game. In some respects, a lot of these guys are battling through injuries or, aches and pains, and that's the sport of football.
Hey, Matt, you're going to have CV again starting, right? You had Johnson start for you. Wooden and Brooks obviously contributed, and then we all know what you've had to do on offense with all the young guys. Are you starting to see that whole rookie class starting to kind of, I know they're still going to make mistakes, but kind of getting their feet under them a little bit, and you feel a little bit better about how much progress they've made?
Yeah, I think there's definitely been progress made, but you're only as good as your last game, and we got a hell of a test this weekend. Pittsburgh's a really good football team. They're very physical in every phase, and they got talented players, great coaches, and playing on the road is never an easy task. So I don't care what you've done; it's about what you're going to do, and these guys got to go out there and perform.
Is there any long-term concern with Quay?
No long-term concern.
Early in the season, you had some tackling issues. It seems like you've really gotten those shored up the last several games. Probably the reason why your defense has played so well. Are you doing anything differently in that regard, or just guys just playing better? Can you pinpoint something?
I think there's a lot of factors into it. I think, we've had more hats at the football. That always helps when you have if you have a tackling issue. If you got multiple people there at the point of attack, odds are you're going to have a much better probability of getting the runner or whoever's got the ball in their hand on the ground. So I think that's one of the things. I think we've definitely looked a little bit more aggressive in terms of just our play style, and I think that's the mark of a good defense. You have to have that, and guys 11 hats to the ball, flying around, and just being aggressive in what you see, trusting what you see. When you see it, you go attack. And I think our guys have embraced that.